Tom Selleck was born Thomas William Selleck on January 29th, 1945, in Detroit, Michigan, into a hardworking middle-class family that later relocated to Southern California. Growing up during the post-World War II era, Selleck was shaped by discipline, humility, and a deep appreciation for effort, values that would quietly guide his entire life. As a young man, his passion centered on athletics, particularly basketball, and he earned a scholarship to the University of Southern California, where he studied business administration while playing for the USC Trojans. At that point, acting was nowhere on his radar. It was only after a perceptive drama coach noticed his presence and encouraged him to explore performance that Selleck reluctantly stepped into acting classes. What began as curiosity soon turned into genuine interest. Commercial work followed, including well-known Pepsi ads in the 1960s, offering him his first real exposure to cameras. Without chasing fame, Selleck slowly discovered a calling he never expected. One built on authenticity rather than ambition. Finding his footing in Hollywood. The early years of Tom Selleck's acting career were defined less by glamour and more by persistence. Throughout the late 1960s and 1970s, he appeared in a long list of guest roles on television shows, quietly sharpening his craft while remaining largely anonymous. These included appearances on programs like The Dating Game and eventually The Rockford Files, where he gained valuable experience working alongside seasoned professionals. While these roles were small, they taught Selleck patience and humility in an industry that rarely offers overnight success. During this period, he also faced a string of near misses, roles he came close to landing, but ultimately lost due to timing or circumstance. One of the most famous examples was Raiders of the Lost Ark, where scheduling conflicts with television commitments prevented him from accepting the role of Indiana Jones. Rather than viewing these moments as failures, Selleck treated them as lessons. Each disappointment reinforced his belief that a career should unfold organically, not through desperation, but through steady growth and integrity. Magnum PI and a cultural breakthrough. Everything changed in 1980 when Tom Selleck was cast as Thomas Magnum in CBS's Magnum PI. The role transformed him from a working actor into a global television icon. With his Hawaiian shirts, Ferrari, and unmistakable mustache, Magnum became a symbol of relaxed confidence mixed with emotional depth. What set Selleck apart was not just his physical presence, but his ability to balance humor, vulnerability, and strength in a way that felt genuine. Audiences connected to Magnum because he wasn't invincible. He was flawed, loyal, and deeply human. The series ran for 8 successful seasons, earning Selleck an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe, while cementing the show's place in television history. More importantly, Magnum PI allowed Selleck to shape a character who reflected his own values, honor, friendship, and quiet resilience. Decades later, Thomas Magnum remains one of the most recognizable and beloved television characters of all time, a testament to Selleck's grounded performance. Expanding beyond television, following the success of Magnum PI, Tom Selleck proved he was far more than a television star. He transitioned into film with surprising ease, showcasing his versatility across genres. In 1987, he starred in 3 Men and a Baby, a comedy that became a massive box office success and revealed his talent for warmth and comedic timing. The role challenged public perception, showing audiences a softer, more playful side of him. At the same time, Selleck pursued projects that reflected his personal interests, particularly westerns. Films like Quigley Down Under demonstrated his natural fit for the genre, blending rugged masculinity with quiet introspection. These choices weren't driven by trends, but by personal resonance. Selleck consistently gravitated toward roles that felt honest rather than flashy. By refusing to chase every opportunity, he preserved his credibility and avoided burnout. His film career reinforced the idea that longevity in Hollywood isn't about volume. It's about choosing work that aligns with who you are. Reinvention and Blue Bloods. As many actors struggle with relevance later in life, Tom Selleck embraced reinvention with grace. In 2010, he took on the role of Frank Reagan in the CBS series Blue Bloods, portraying the patriarch of a multi-generational family of New York law enforcement officers. The character demanded authority, restraint, and emotional intelligence, qualities Selleck embodied naturally. His performance brought depth to the role, portraying leadership not as dominance, but as responsibility. Viewers responded strongly, and the series became one of CBS's longest-running dramas. For Selleck, Blue Bloods was not just another job. It was a reflection of maturity earned through decades of experience. The role allowed him to explore themes of family, duty, and moral conflict with nuance. Critics praised his understated approach, noting that his presence anchored the show. In many ways, Frank Reagan stands alongside Magnum as another defining character, proof that meaningful success can evolve rather than fade with age. Family, commitment, and private choices. Despite his fame, Tom Selleck has always guarded his personal life carefully. His first marriage to model Jacqueline Ray lasted from 1971 to 1982, during which he adopted her young son, Kevin Shepard, demonstrating a deep sense of responsibility and commitment. Kevin later pursued a career in music, becoming a professional drummer, and Selleck has spoken with pride about supporting his son's independent path. In 1987, Selleck married Gilly Joan Mack, a British actress and dancer he met while she was performing in Cats in London. Their relationship grew quietly, away from publicity, rooted in mutual respect rather than celebrity. The couple welcomed their daughter Hannah in 1988. Unlike many children of famous parents, Hannah chose a life centered on equestrian sports, becoming a respected competitive rider. Selleck has often said that prioritizing family over fame was a conscious decision, one that brought him stability, perspective, and lasting fulfillment. Life on the ranch and staying grounded. Far from the red carpets of Hollywood, Tom Selleck found peace on his 60-acre ranch in Ventura County, California, a property once owned by Dean Martin. For Selleck, the ranch represents more than privacy. It embodies a philosophy of staying grounded. He has spoken openly about his love for physical work, from maintaining roads to clearing brush, preferring honest labor over gym routines. In interviews, he's joked that ranch work keeps him fit while reminding him of life beyond acting. This hands-on lifestyle reflects his resistance to excess and image-driven living. The ranch also provided a stable environment for his family, particularly for raising his daughter away from constant public scrutiny. For Selleck, the land offers balance, a place where effort produces visible results, unlike the unpredictable nature of Hollywood. It's a reminder that success doesn't have to be loud, and that fulfillment often comes from simplicity, routine, and connection to something real. James Garner, mentor and example. Long before they worked together, Tom Selleck admired James Garner as a viewer, watching Maverick and later The Rockford Files. Garner represented something rare in Hollywood: effortless authenticity. When the two eventually met professionally, Selleck discovered that the man matched the image. Garner treated everyone on set with equal respect, regardless of status, and carried himself without ego. Selleck has often said that observing Garner taught him more about professionalism than any formal training. Garner offered guidance not through lectures, but through example, showing how to navigate fame without losing character. Their conversations extended beyond acting, touching on family, integrity, and the dangers of entitlement. Garner's influence helped Selleck remain grounded during the height of Magnum P. wine, reminding him that success is temporary, but reputation endures. Over time, their relationship grew into a genuine friendship, built on shared humor, mutual admiration, and a quiet understanding of the pressures that come with leading iconic television series. Reflection at 80 and a lasting legacy now in his 80s, Tom Selleck has reached a stage of reflection shaped by gratitude rather than nostalgia. Looking back, he openly acknowledges how deeply James Garner influenced not just his career, but the man he aspired to become. Garner showed him that it was possible to be respected, successful, and kind, without compromise. That example guided Selleck's choices, from prioritizing family to stepping away from roles that conflicted with his values. Today, he views his legacy not in awards or fame, but in consistency, showing up, doing honest work, and treating people well. In finally speaking openly about Garner, Selleck isn't revealing a secret, he's honoring a standard. He understands that his own career, marked by longevity and dignity, reflects lessons passed down by someone who walked the path before him. At 80, Selleck doesn't claim to have arrived. He simply continues striving to live up to the example that shaped him.